Giving thanks, BaBa Eugene, Waterman on the line. Can you hear me?
BaBa Eugene, giving thanks, my brother, giving thanks.
All praises due to the Most High, supreme love, supreme love, supreme love. Yah supreme. We give thanks. We give you thanks. And all praises are due. I thank my Lord. I thank my Creator and Originator. And I thank all the mothers, the mothers, the women, the universe. We give thanks for the sacrifice and the favor to come through the womb of the mothers. I thank PJ and PJ's mother for letting her come through, for letting us come through. I thank the elders and the ancestors, and I invoke the name of all those who have allowed us to come through. We know by the grace we're given to rest in the womb of our mothers and fathers who conceive us, and the great mothers, the mothership, the ship, that divine ship that is the mothership that allows us to rest in her womb, and we develop. She gives us the green light and the go sign to come through. She bears the burden within her womb to let us come through, to allow us to experience the light, to allow us to experience this thing called life. Thank you, Mother, and the mothership and the motherhood for the sacrifice of your very life, of your very energy and spirit, that we may have a chance to come through. You've given us the body, we picked up the body, and we know that we go through one change after change after change with this body, till the day comes when we can drop the body and return to the everlasting and the eternal. I thank the mothers. I thank you for your sacrifice and your gift of life unto us. And I'm so grateful to have an opportunity to meet the PJs of the womanhood and the motherhood, all you mothers. How you can do so much for so many, actually raising us, nourishing us, teaching us, loving us through it all. How can we ever be thankful for that love, for that kind of love? I'm very happy to have the opportunity to meet PJ in my lifetime. I'm grateful for the time I've had to speak with her and be with her and see her and uphold her, the us, that is we, the Ubuntu, the Ubuntu, the Ubuntu. Namaskar, namaste, namaskar, namaste.
Thanks, Baba, giving thanks. Give thanks as we celebrate our sister. We give work she have done, all the work that she have done.
Right here as to the life that we have come to celebrate. My name is Len Ijiogu. I lead the New York City African Council, and to me, I met PJ through Maury, actually. And at different times, PJ helped me out with stuff. There's usually this thing, PJ to me, PJ was a true diasporan black woman, African woman. If you didn't know PJ or her background and you saw her, you might think she is from one of the African countries. And if you heard her name, you'll think she's from somewhere else. And if you spoke to her, you'll think she's from somewhere else. She was a universal woman. She was a black person, a powerful black woman. PJ had no delineations. As someone from the mainland, we all got along. She'll volunteer to get things done whenever we had events. That was power, a whole lot of power. And I truly, truly appreciated PJ. If I had a thing to do and I said, PJ, what do you think about this? She never wasted time to share her thoughts. One takeaway for me, and we all ought to do that, quite a few times as a people, we draw lines. Who is Jamaican? Who is Haitian? Who is African? We all are African. We all are African, and PJ lived it. PJ lived it, and to me, when we come out and we say, I am a diasporan, African diasporan, I'm only trying to see if I could live like PJ did. And I truly appreciate that. She's in a good place. She's resting. The deed that she was doing that took her out of this world is also a deed. It speaks to the spirituality of PJ. So she was a human, she was a spirit, and she encompassed a whole lot, and she gave up her life to save another. And even though in the end, but at the moment, the deed that she did was what we all ought to aspire to be able to do. At the moment when each one of us, if we were in that position, what might we do, or what would we do? We ought to live like PJ did. Help the next person. Help who's not able to get things done. Help who might be in danger. And in the end, God has a way of putting us where we belong. She's in a good place. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Again, Aisha, you want to say a few words? Just say a few words.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. My name is Aisha Sise, and first and foremost, I would like to send my condolences to PJ's husband and family members. Most of us here knew PJ through organizations, but I got to know PJ through Maury, and I used to call her my Nefertiti because of all her turbans and how much she just loved African authenticity. So there's nothing that I'm really going to say that has not been said, but I just wish peace on the family, because it's not easy to lose 3 family members at a go. It's never easy. And I just wish that the good Lord will just be with them during these trying times. And the rest of the community also should not really forget the family moving forward. And thank you all for coming out. This is beautiful. Like, I did not think we're going to have this much turnout, but this is just great. Thank you so much, everybody, for showing up.
Thank you so much, Lynn and Aisha. What Lynn said about PJ, about being a universal person, loving everybody, no matter where you are, from Guinea, from Congo, Haiti, Shady, we all African. Everybody's African. So I want to call my sister Claudine to say a few words. I know she doesn't expect it, and then we have 4 other people that have to say a few words before we give the mic to Josh So, Claudine, please say a few words. You should give your phone to the brother so she can take a few pictures for you before we move on. And we have less than 20 minutes, less than 15 minutes, and everybody I have here must it's just one minute, Claudine, please.
Wow. Thank you, Mori Kuyate, our amazing chair. My condolences to you, brother. Thank you. Be strong. Be strong. It's not easy to lose a wife and then also the other members, father and another sister in a short period of time. I was shocked when I saw Mori Kuyate sharing information on social media. I was like, what? PJ? What? Because in September we were together when we were celebrating African heritage in Bronx. She was a co-host. She was with Mori. She loved to dress African style. You know, she's African. So I was shocked to hear the story. I was like, what happened? And then I look. They didn't share much. I was upset tomorrow. I was like, why you tell us the story in short? What happened to PJ? And then Mori continued. You're amazing, brother. God bless you. He continued to use even WhatsApp to explain, and then that's where I learned that. And then the father passed away a few days after in hospital. I was like, what? Father too? And two sisters? This is ridiculous. It's horrible. I survived the genocide in Rwanda. I lost my parents, were killed. What you saw in the movie Hotel Rwanda sometime in April is a shot to what happened, to what we experienced. So I lost my grandpa, my auntie, my uncle, and my mom. She was killed in a refugee camp. My dad was killed. My stepfather was killed. So when I survived, I was full of anger and betrayal. And then I was not happy. So I thank God today I can smile. I have an organization called Why Do I Exist? I ask myself, why do I exist? What is my purpose? It's my question to you. Why are you here? What is your purpose? We are learning about how PJ, she did amazing work. What are you going to do? When the lady, she was talking about poem about PGs, I saw the husband crying. And in my mind, I was like, I want somebody to speak like that lady on my funeral. When I will die, I want somebody to speak, to say the poem that I'm not die, I'm somewhere in heaven, you know? So we were somewhere before we come here, and we are here. We are doing everything we need to do. After this life, we will go. So what is your purpose? Why are you here? God bless you. I'm so grateful that I came. Thank you, Mori Kuyate, for working hard to put this event together. Thank you to a senator to allow us to be here as well. And God bless everybody. It's not easy to come from the winter and to get here during this festival time. God bless you guys.
Thank you so much, Claudine, for taking your time. And when I heard the story, I didn't want to share because I wasn't sure. I didn't want to share. I didn't want to be the bearer of bad news. But after thinking about it, I'm like, nah, I cannot do that to PJ. I have to take a stand and be up there, you know? So it can be bad news, but we have to go through it. What she went through, you know, is nothing compared to what she's going through is nothing compared to what we have to face just, you know, carrying the bad news. So I just made a decision to make sure the community knows about it, because as you can see, PJ is heavy in the African community, heavy in all the communities. So thank you so much. We have one, you know, before I let you speak, you know, we're gonna go just 1 minute. Hugh, PJ's business partner, Hugh, I don't know if he's here, please come. Please, 1 minute, and we only have like 15 more minutes. And then we have 4 other people that gotta say a few words. Thank you so much. Absolutely.
Wow. It's like reliving it again. I just came back from an emotional weekend. And, these
these emotions are never easy when you have to do them for people that you love and care about. You know, I do this 100 times a month from a business level, and I complete different person. And then having to talk about someone you love, it's a different feeling, you know. And it makes you relive grief in a way that I've come to the realization lately that it's never over, it's just manageable. PJ, first and foremost, good evening again. My name is Hugh Sidney Jr. PJ has been a sister of mine for over 18 years. For those who've known me or have followed PJ and I's journey, know that this information exists. And the reality is that PJ and I have been attached to this social impact work for nearly 2 decades. And it's very important that this story is told. And I'm with great humility so happy that it happened on the coldest night, because it shows, even with this turnout, that the impact has resonated in ways that I hope somebody will talk about me one day. And the reality is that PJ's legacy is something that I don't think people will comprehend until generations after the generation that felt it will understand she was a part of it. 10 days after the earthquake in Haiti, PJ calls me up and was like, I think we should go to Haiti. And I said, you crazy, P. You're absolutely crazy. Our parents, our family, they're not gonna allow it. She was like, no, we're going. I feel we should be going. We've been talking about it, and then we manifested it. We got on the plane and we went to Haiti. Immediately, soon we got there, like the whole feeling of what's happening in Haiti hit us. Like, we're Haitian, we identify as Haitian, but in this situation, we're not Haitian. Because this is a different level of pain, and we don't experience this pain back home. And instantly, we decided we wanted to document that. We wanted to show what was happening in the streets of Haiti. And there was a dear sister of ours, Arabelle Clayton, who joined us on that trip. So it was 2 Black women and myself. And it was my first time going to Haiti, ever. 10 days after the earthquake. And instantly, I saw a whole different person. PJ took charge. It's as if she knew she was home. She knew how to speak Creole really well. She was calling the tap-taps, and she was getting everyone to like be able to support us in what it is we needed to do. Instantly, I saw the leadership in a way that words can't describe. I felt safe. As a Black man in Haiti, I felt safe because this Black woman was keeping me safe. And we documented an amazing story in Haiti. I'd be happy to share it with you. It's on YouTube. It's called Haiti Palais. And fast forwarding, because I know we do have a timeline, so let me keep that in mind. But when it's someone you love, you want to make sure you get all those moments. But fast forwarding, we documented an amazing story in Haiti about an earthquake experience in a community called Kahifu, where a library was created from the home of a man that decided to provide resources to their community because the UN considered it to be a red zone, so they would not go into these regions. So here's this man that took his home, converted it into a library, and it was destroyed during the earthquake. So we wanted to use the documentary to uplift that story, to raise funds to rebuild that library. And that project raised over $25,000. And it's amazing how it all started. It was all led here locally in Brooklyn at Synergy Museum, Haiti Palais. Haiti Soleil was the name of the fundraiser. And it was an amazing experience where we combined social impact and art and used that moment to really raise awareness about what was happening in Haiti. From that moment, I moved to Brazil because me and PJ had a plan and we needed to spread this impact. I moved to Brazil since 2012. I didn't come back until 2017. When I came back, guess where I lived when I had no place to live? Her husband is standing right there. 7 months in her home. In her home, and would not take $1 regardless. He's standing right here. I offered it. They would not take it. That's the type of woman PJ was. She wanted me to get back on my feet. She wanted us to get the plan situated in the States now that I was back. And that's what she wanted to make sure that was good in her brother's life. And then we would talk business. So it was always humanity first, then business. And when you're navigating in this world, when you start touching a little bit of money, you can lose that. And PJ always kept it hyper local, and that for me is the lesson in all of this. You know, I was out going to Brazil and traveling the world, and PJ was hyper local. She was in Harlem, she was in Brooklyn, she was in Queens, she was in Pennsylvania. She was all the places, but still connected in the community in ways that I yearn for. The fact that you're here on the coldest night, somehow, some way, her story resonates with you. Whether you saw her on social media or like, oh, I think that project was associated with her. Somehow her story is connected to yours. And that's the type of woman PJ was. And so in ending, I don't want to make it about me, and that's why I wanted to keep it on PJ. But if you want to know about the continued projects, because the projects that I'm leading on behalf of our name is phenomenal. But I'm not here about me. And so if you'd like to know, you can find me, you can get my information from Josh, and I'll be more than happy to share it. Thank you.
Speaks volumes on a Friday evening where people are getting off of work and all of these things.
A few words from Uganda. Give thanks, and we'll help Brother Earl with his mic. Give thanks.
Yes, greetings, family. This is Pavel from
Greetings.
Uganda. It's a great honor, and this is such a great opportunity for us to come together as we honor Sister PG as a sister, a friend, a mentor, a mother, an innovator who left us. It was such a great opportunity to share the little bit of part with her as a family. I'm so honored. How did I meet Sister PG? We met on September 9th, the first episode. She was such a great soul with a caring heart, and she could call back to back, hear from you, hear from me. Like, since I'm away from you, she could call and share good ideas with me as well, through as a friend, as a mother, and a caring sister. We had a great time, but what really pains me a lot that she left us in a tragedy that this is the time we wanted her like to work more and more and more, because we had great ideas in the future to work together. So when I heard the news, like, I couldn't believe it, because I got so many calls from all over, like friends around, and I saw the news to witness that she's gone. She left a wound in my heart. Hardly had I known, I would have at least met her before she's gone. But I know she's there spiritually watching us, though physically she's gone, but we still pray for her until she reaches the final destination. So all in all, I give thanks for this meeting, though it's late down here in Uganda. but I couldn't sleep because this is such a day that we could honor her, and forever she will be in our hearts. Peace and blessings to all the families from Uganda to you all over. This is Marvin live and direct from Uganda, Africa. Give thanks.
Rastafari, give thanks. Brother Marvin, we have